1, 2, 3, 4.
Today officially marks the day where we can no longer consider Smart as a small car maker because they've introduced this. It's the Smart #5 and it's big. It's supposed to be a big seller as well, and it could be the way that you get your hands on effectively a Mercedes SUV for cheaper.
The company is now owned by Mercedes and it builds Smart in a joint venture with Geely, who own Volvo, Lotus and Polestar. So it has a Mercedes design and bits shared with Volvos, amongst others.
But before we climb the ladder of information about the Smart #5, do us a favour and subscribe to the channel while I risk life and limb for you. It's the least you could do, right?
At 4,705mm, it's longer than a Skoda Enyaq and it's even bigger than Mercedes' own EQB. In fact, do you remember the dear departed EQC? Well, this #5 is just a fraction shorter. It makes it a rival for cars like the Ford Mustang Mach-E, so it is definitely 100% not a small car.
Okay, now while there is distinctively Mercedes-like style to this shape, there are some smart cues too. Maybe a bit less bling though, a few more toy-like bits, but let's take a look. So we've got these oblong themes everywhere. It's on the lights, it's across the grille, it's on the wheels, it's on the mirrors, it's on the rear lights. It's very distinctive and I like it. And what I do like is that you have the logo on the wheels, but they stay upright while driving. Very much giving Rolls-Royce vibes on that one little tiny part down there. Now, as with the Smart #1 and #3, there is a ginormous logo on the D-pillar. What do we think of the rear? I mean, it's very upright, isn't it? And it gives that boxy silhouette. I think it very much reflects the look and feel of the front, which I like because it kind of stays true to its design. It's got a nice curved window at the back. You will be pleased. There is a windscreen wiper. I think it reminds me of a Mini Countryman. Tom, however, thinks it reminds him of the Renault Avantime? Avantime. Do we remember that? Would you agree with him? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below.
There are a couple of different versions too. The Summit Edition, which has off-road enhancements to make it into a mini Defender rival with a roof platform and a side ladder. But if that's a bit too tonky-toy for you, then the Premium is a bit more car-like, but you won't be able to climb onto the roof to watch the kids play football.
This is my happy place because there are 630 litres of boot space. That is a decent amount if we compare it to the Skoda Enyaq at 585. Now, I will caveat that by saying it does include the underfloor spacing, but it's a decent enough space to actually put stuff, not just cables. If you put the seats down, you open it up to over 1,500 litres worth, so more than enough space. Plus, you've got 72 litres of front space in the front. Look at that. So much space. I mean, that is a proper weekend bag right there, and it fits with space to spare. Love it.
And if all that space still isn't enough for you, the #5 has 34 storage compartments.
I think you're going to like it in here. I'm very much enjoying it. Everything you kind of want to touch and feel. It's got a really nice finish. You've got this sort of wood finish down here, leather finish here. This is known as the floating bridge, which also appears in the #1 and #3. And it is a nice touch. The only thing is then you don't have as much storage space, like hidden storage space. Although there is a decent amount in there. Oh, and you can cool it in there as well. Keeping your drinks cool, I like it. Obviously, your cup holders are standard. You've got your wireless charging for your phone. Now, you cannot miss these two ginormous OLED screens. We're talking 13 inches here and another 13 inches in front of your passenger. It's pretty impressive. It looks good and it's got a ton of functionality, which I'll take you through in a minute. In front of the driver, you've got 10.3 inches. And if that wasn't enough, in front of you, you have a 25.6 inch augmented reality head-up display. Wow, That's a lot of screen, that's a lot of things to look at. Now these two big screens are powered by a new AMD V2000 chip, which basically means it is super powerful, so it will be able to handle things like games and videos. But let me take you into the menu. Now I don't know if you remember, but in the #1 we had a little friend, a little fox. In the #3 we had a little friend, the cheetah. And now we got another guy to say hello to, the lion. And apparently this is really advanced use of AI, so much so I can have an entertaining conversation. Let's give it a try.
Can I help?
Well, apparently you're going to give me some entertaining conversation.
ChatGPT, I'm here according to ChatGPT. Absolutely. How about a fun riddle? What has keys but can't open locks? Answer, a piano.
Oh, very good, very good. The joke...
ChatGPT from ChatGPT, it looks like your message got cut off. Feel free to share more.
Well, you cut me off. I feel like that's work in progress. I'm sure an over-the-air update will be coming soon.
ChatGPT, I'm sorry, your request is related to recent data for which I'm not able to provide answers.
Well, we had some conversation at least.
The entertainment system features a built-in projector paired with a Sennheiser signature sound system with 20 speakers plus a portable one. The ambient lighting synchronizes with the rhythm of the music. It is time to get your disco gear on. Once the disco has finished and you want to relax, the front passenger seat has a leg rest along with heating, ventilation and a massage. This is all sounding rather lovely.
Now, no surprises. It's really quite big back here. I mean, very spacious. I promise you, this seat is set to my driving position. There's a lot of space, as you can see. Also, it's just a really nice place to be. They've got things like this. They call it first class lighting. You've got your own adjustable seat. There we go. This actually doesn't do anything, but on the other side, it moves the front seat backwards and forwards to give yourself more leg room. You've got heated seats. You've got a little button to help you open the door. Obviously, you've got electric windows, charging cables. Yeah, it's just brilliant. And obviously, you've got this ginormous pano roof, so there's loads of light coming in if you want to. The usual 2 sets of ISOFIX. The big question is, though, I was thinking, you know how the very first Smart was called the 4.2 because it was for 2 people. And then the next one was called the 4.4 because it was for 4 people. This is called the #5. Maybe because it's for 5 people. I am completely disregarding the fact that they brought out a #1 and a #3 because clearly that's not for 1 and 3 people. But anyway, let's focus on the #5 and see if it is for 5 people. Can we get 3 adults back here? Guys, is it a yes? I think it's a yes. This video is brought to you with Andersen EV, the UK's most awarded home charge point brand of 2024, offering over 200 colour and finish options, a market-leading 7-year warranty, and a unique hidden tethered cable.
The #5 has an 800-volt electrical system, which basically means super fast charging times. Now, there are 2 battery sizes on offer. The 74.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion phosphate battery on the entry-level single-motor Pro, Pro Plus and Premium, or the bigger 94 kilowatt-hour usable battery for the dual motor and the Pulse and the Summit. If you can find a powerful enough charger, it can take that enormous 94 kilowatt-hour battery from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes. And the claimed range? Well, it's 366 miles for the optimal version with the big battery, which is plenty for most people, but it seems a little underwhelming. The Enyaq can do 365 miles from a smaller battery, and the new Model Y is 387 miles, again with a smaller battery. Smart's boss says that he thinks charging speeds are more important than the outright range and battery speeds, as if you can add miles quickly, then you don't have range anxiety. Which is a fair point, but I'm not sure the car is what's holding us up at the moment.
Now, this is going to be one of only a handful of electric cars which has genuine off-road driving credentials, with the Pulse line and the Summit Edition, this one, having modes including adaptive, sand, snow, mud and rock.
so prepared to get very dirty. What's a little less like your average off-roader is the acceleration. This is going to go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds. And if that's not fast enough for you, well, there's a Brabus version coming, and inevitably it's going to be super quick. But I can't tell you about it yet because I've been sworn to secrecy. Now, I'm guessing right at this point you would now love me to reveal the price of the Smart 5. Fortunately, I don't actually have that. There is no official price yet. However, we've always been pleasantly surprised at the cost of smarts. So I am hoping that the 5 could be a bit of a bargain price alternative to a Mercedes. If you do want a little tease on pricing, we do know the prices in Germany at the moment. So if we convert the European rate, it is the equivalent of £46,616 for the premium. And then for the Summit, we're talking a little bit more at £47,878 to be precise. But will we see that converted price here in the UK? It's unlikely. The efficiency sounds a little bit so-so, so we'll keep an eye on that when we do the drive. But what it does do is make up for that efficiency with off-road ability and some slightly over-the-top performances, shall we say. Also, remember that you're buying a car with the most advanced tech out there. It's future-proofed with 800-volt architecture and 400 kilowatts of charging speed. And let's not forget the 20 speakers for that carpool karaoke moment. Bring it on.